Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Today in our video we're doing a bit of a walkthrough of the most important places that have just meant a lot to us since we've been living in Brisbane. As you guys probably know, we're moving to Sydney. So Ro and I are making our way to Sydney at the end of November for an opportunity that's come up for Ro's rugby. We'll be going there for a year contract sort of thing. But yeah, so while we're in Brisbane and making the most of our time, we wanted to go through just the significant places that have meant a lot to us in Brisbane since we've been here for 2 years, a year and a half-ish. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Make sure you guys hit the subscribe button if you do want to see more from us, and if you enjoyed our last video, because this video here is kind of coming off our last video that we talked about all the lessons that we've learned since being in Brisbane.
Alright, so we're just about to turn into the Nest, Gypsy Wood. This is where our home ground for South Rugby is. When I first arrived, shout out to Todd and Liam Fletcher who picked me up from the airport. This was actually our first stop before we went to our accommodation. Welcome to Gypsy. Yeah, so this is the first place we came to at night time, just have a quick look at it with Toddy and Liam that night, and yeah, it's been the home ground for us since we've been here. Yeah, South has really looked after me since I've been here. All the boys, all the coaches, all the management, I just want to say thank you for the opportunity that you've given me the last 2 years. It'll be a little part of me for the rest of my life. They really helped me out with accommodation, my transfer from New Zealand to Australia. Have been real supportive with everything that I've done. It's definitely one of the places that you kind of don't want to leave, but it is what it is. So thank you to all of my teammates that I've met and played alongside the last 2 years. Thank you to the coaches, all the management, and also just the club itself. South for life. And all the wags that sit along the sideline. The amount of Saturdays I've spent here just sitting right over there watching. So this is where it all happens, before our games and whatnot. This is the clubhouse, the club changing room, sorry. As you can see, there's names all over the wall, from 1 to 15 going that way. Basically it's just to honour who have come before that have made representative teams, like the Wallabies or the Reds or just anything. As you probably don't know, when Quay Cooper played in 2018, I think he played 2018 for club. He played for South, which is why he was on the top of my one. So ever since I've been here, I've actually been a fan of Quay Cooper. Before that, not really, but but now I actually am. So that's been a pretty cool honour. As most rugby players try and leave the jersey better than where you had it before, so that was a really big challenge. But yeah, this is the place that we get prepared just before a game, and then we run out.
Okay, now we are outside. This is the place that Roman stayed at when he first came here. So it's like a small, there's just lots of little different units. His one was just like the very back in the corner. It was nice. I think, how long did you stay there for?
Huh?
How long did you stay there for?
6 months.
Yeah, so he was in the place for 6 months because I came a bit later. He was here for a couple months before I came. I didn't stay here, I stayed with my sister, so I would come back and forth from here. But this place just holds a lot of memories because where we both kind of first started everything in Brisbane.
Pretty much first place first, like my own place for the first time. Oh wow.
Look at your part behind, no one sees.
Go on. Yo. My first place, shout out to Baxter, my first roommate. South helped me out to help me to get this place. So yeah, we signed a 6 months lease and we were here. First humble aboard. Is it aboard? Abode. First humble place. First place. It was during COVID as well. COVID just hit afterwards. We had a garage just down there. Basically, this was my training area. Literally that street, running up that way. Yeah. On our Zoom sessions, and even when Soph would jump on a bike and flip and chase me down that way.
Those were the days.
Yeah. So yeah, it's been good.
Yeah. The good thing about this place is that it's really close to, there's some shops just up there, which we'll take you to next. It's like the best bakery in Brisbane. I'm gonna claim that. Yoronga Bakery. It's got like a spinach and feta roll, which is like what we would always get Fridays after work.
And Sundays in the morning before church.
Yeah, Sundays before church online. We were living off like a tight ass budget because we're both like not earning much and whatever. So we always got the treats like that, just to treat ourselves once a week.
This is the bakery that we were talking about. Literally walking distance, but you know us, we still drove here.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This spinach and feta roll is a chef's kiss. Mwah. I have already had breakfast, but given the circumstances, even better than I remembered. We're making our way now to when Ro first moved to Brisbane. He worked in a warehouse, and so we're gonna go there, and he'll pretty much he'll probably complain about his long ass walk.
I started off in a warehouse, and then they moved me to their retail shop in town. And at the time, I didn't have a car. We didn't have a what else? What did I have?
You had a bike?
I had a bike, and we had public transport. But where we were, I had to stop off and walk or bike. So biking, it was only like a 20-minute bike, I think. And walking, it was like an hour walk from where I'd stop off and go to work. Alright, so this is the train station I'd get off at, and I'd walk about an hour to get to work, or 45 minutes, maybe I'm over exaggerating, but it felt like a long time when you're doing it every single day. But then shout out to Freddie at my old job, my first job, sorry. He would actually just drop me off to the train station after work and also pick me up in the morning as well, so that helped a lot. But we'll do a quick time lapse and show you how far I used to walk. Man, honestly, it sounds crazy now because you know, I've come so far, but honestly, when you're walking like that every single day, oh man, I was praying to God, like, Lord, bring me a flipping car, please. Then our first car was a dud, but that's a story for another time. But yeah, here's a time lapse. The first job I had in Australia, so shout out to QCC for employing me, and yeah, kind of helped with us pretty much staying in Australia when COVID hit, because beforehand New Zealand citizens in Australia weren't able to get wins. Yeah, when COVID hit,
government support.
Yeah, government support. Just before we were going to lose our jobs, they came out with a new scheme that kind of supported us New Zealand citizens while we were here, so we were able to work but also get government pay and not lose our jobs. So yeah, that was cool. That was an answered prayer at the time as well. Otherwise, I would have been at home. So yeah, this is my first job. Basically, we just pick a pack or just pick packer. I mean, first time I've ever done that, so really cool.
cool environment to work in actually. I remember the boys, Maddie, Brad, and Nucky, and Fred, and Pete, and just everyone else that was there really made me feel like I was at home. But yeah, I'm so thankful as well for this job. As I said before, it meant that we were able to stay here. So yeah, thanks QCC. We're at the retail store of QCC. So after a few months of working at the warehouse, they realized that I'm not too bad at talking. So they thought they'll send me to the retail store. So I thought it would be alright doing face-to-face stuff. The commute ended up being a lot longer as well. I mean, you saw how fast the lapse was, or how far it was. I had to end up catching the train into town and then walking another hour and a little bit to get here. End of the day, the cool thing was I learned about hard work. So there was no time for complaining at the time. I was real grateful for that.
And also I just want to say that the point in this video is not to so everyone feels bad for us. It's like it's not just to complain that we struggled and whatever, but it's more for us to look back on and then see how far we have come since like the days where we did like struggle, I guess. Yeah, and also for us to just be thankful for where we are now. Looking back, we kind of forget about all these things that's happened. And then to see where God has us now, and where we're going to be in the future, we're just excited and also very grateful and appreciative for Him and Him answering all our prayers. Yeah. This next place that we're at is City Beach Warehouse. So this is where I first started my job. So when I first arrived in Brisbane, I really struggled to get a job. For about 5 months I was jobless. I was just living off whatever I bought over and saved. But yeah, I was packing online orders for about a year, just over a year, and then I've recently moved on to another job that I'm hoping to transfer over to when we go to Sydney. I'm really grateful for the job. It's literally helped me pay my bills, and I met some really great people. Ray, Santana, Jess, Stuart, Jack, Queenie, all those people I'm really grateful for. But yeah, my time just came to an end a month ago. But yeah, this is the City Beach Warehouse. That there is where the big trucks deliver all the stock. It's a really, honestly, it's massive. The warehouse goes way back there, and I would be down the very far end picking orders from 9 to 5. What a way to make a living. Better living, everyone. Welcome to our last destination. Saving the best for last. Church. Church. This is the church that we've been coming to for the past wee while, City Point Church. It's pretty massive, but it's a really good church. This is the place where we ground ourselves every week on Sundays. We come here Sunday night. Yeah, we've really enjoyed it here, and it'll be sad to leave City Point, but we'll have to go. When we're in Sydney, we'll be finding another church home for us. Roy will be working Monday to Fridays as well, so that means we can start volunteering in the church. Shout out to my main guy that I've never met yet, but I see him on stage. Chardon is the flippin' best worship leader I've ever met, virtually. So Chardon, if you're out there, I'm your #1 fan. Honestly, I sit there and worship and I'm just like, hopefully before we go, I'll find Chardon and I'll make sure that he signs my Bible, and then you'll see my Bible's value. Nah, jokes. And City Point, thank you. Thank you for having us, and the stuff that we've learned. It's been really challenging and life-changing, which is pretty cool. So yeah, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for our next video, which will be us actually going down to Sydney. So next time you'll see us, we'll be on our way. Maybe, I think. Oh. What would Chardon do? What would Chardon do? Thanks guys, make sure you subscribe down below and leave a comment if you feel like it. And like this video if you like my mullet. If I should keep it. If I should keep my mullet, like this video. Please like the video. Bye guys!